I got an A on this, by the way, and I'm really happy about it.
Hello everybody! Welcome back to the Stick Figure Reviews. Today's video is going to be about famous social media celebs, Romeo Montague and Julia Capulet. Now, right now, people all over the internet are calling the two the greatest lovers, right? I have a little bit more than just thoughts about this. So, let's review the entire story up to right now, because it's a pretty crazy situation. And after I'm done with the review, I'll answer the question, do Romeo and Juliet have true love, or is it all completely counterfeit?
The review of Romeo and Juliet. Oh my god.
So, let's rewind back to the very beginning. Romeo and Juliet first meet at the Capulet party, when Romeo shows up to a party he wasn't invited to, by the way. And let me just point out that at this time, he's already in love with Rosalie. But then he meets Julia, and it's like he can completely forget that Rosalie is even a real person. Because Romeo and Juliet just kind of immediately... I'm just saying, they don't even know each other. But hold on, Juliet, go ahead and answer this question on the screen. Just real quick. Trick question! It's green, stupid! Anyways, when Romeo and Juliet finally pull themselves together, apart, they learn from the nurse that they're enemies, with Romeo being a Montague and Juliet being a Capulet? What? Oh my god, that's so crazy! Oh my god! So, what does a normal person do here? Right? They probably realize there's other fish in the sea, right? Look after another girl. That's not Romeo though. See, what Romeo does is he sneaks into the Capulet's orchard and practically spies on Juliet as she's having a private mod. I'm just saying, if I was Juliet, I would have 911 on speed. Bah! So anyways, then we get the famous celebrities, famous balcony chat. They talk in confidence and admit their true love for each other. And everybody loves this part. Well, I don't. They've only known each other for one night, by the way. And they're already talking about how much they love each other. And even Juliet realizes that when she pauses for a second and says, "It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden." In Act 2, Scene 2 on page 309. Romeo doesn't listen to a giant sign to slow down in a relationship that is capital J clearly
starts with the C.
moving too fast. Instead, he goes,
"Hey, do you want to get married tomorrow?"
Yes.
City boy!
And honestly, it's a little cunning how Romeo turns intensity into romance and just calls it love. Like, it's not evil, but it's definitely manipulative. So then, because apparently no one goes and slowing down, they get married the next day. And they didn't even consider, like, talking to the parents, trying to work something out, right? No, just straight to marriage. So now we're on to Act 3, right? And Romeo isn't being banished because he killed Tilla with her. And I think that the real issue here is that literally nobody cares, right? When the nurse tells Juliet that Romeo is being banished because he killed capital T Dipple, Juliet is a lot more upset that Romeo has to move than the fact that her cousin is, dead. But she even goes as far as to say that banished, that one word banished, hath slain 10,000 Tibble. In Act 3, Scene 2, on page 335. So yeah, they've known each other for, like, about 2 days, and Juliet is already obsessed with Romeo to the point where the death of her cousin feels like a minor inconvenience. Yeah, that's what true love sounds like to me, dude. Yeah, these are the star-crossed lovers we all know and love. Mm-hmm.
Conclusion.
So now let's answer the question that we proposed at the start of the review. Is this true love? Honestly? No. What, you thought I was going to say yeah? You're dumb if you thought I was going to say that. The love of the famous celebrities from the rival families as of right now is fast, secretive, and mostly built on impulse. Romeo confuses passion with love And Juliet confuses intensity with loyalty. And when those two things are combined, that creates something that feels powerful, but ultimately isn't stable. So, no, Romeo and Juliet do not have true love. We can end the video now.